Man, couldn't not respond to this one, Kevin. Um, I used to love and cherish my anger, um, and I do find Laura's pretty helpful because if mocking anger, as long as you're the angry person is the one doing it, it can be really helpful. If the other person mocks your anger, it just makes you more angry. Um, when I get angry, I totally sort of inherited the face, I guess, from my dad. Um, and it's funny when I see it on him, like I know what it means, but it's also, there's something about it's almost comical because it's so angry. Um, uh, but I'll make this face, and my jaw like juts forward, and I just want to, like it almost looks like the beginning of a commedia state, but it's totally for real. And then I want to break stuff always, always. I don't necessarily want to talk that much. I might want to scream like once, like to get to the really hoarse part of my voice, and then I want to break things, hit things, punch things, elbow things, knee things. Um, but awesomely, that's been less and less a part of my life. When I was like 12, 13, up till then, I would like get in fights all the time. Like at school, I was one of those kids who would like was pretty much constantly scrapping and punching people. And and then somewhere around 12, 13, oh, and I had this locker. I had this like full size locker, like 6 foot, 7 foot tall, like 3 foot wide, like 3 foot deep, like metal locker thing, and that I would keep all my comic books at the bottom of. And then ultimately that's it. I didn't really. The whole middle part of it was completely useless. Um, and I had these samurai swords, and when I'd get mad, I'd go home and I'd stab the swords through it because it was very satisfying to stab it through like thin metal that you could stab through, but it also stabbing through metal, you know. Um, and oh my gosh, what a Swiss cheese ridiculousness that looked like by the time it said goodbye. Um, but it's funny. Around that time, I was like, okay, I was trying to express my anger physically at people. I was like, oh, let me transfer it to inanimate objects. And really, and for me, I just had to pray for release and pray for release and try to release it and release it and release it. And I guess since then, I've kind of come to a place where like I don't think I don't want to dismiss anger from myself altogether because there's uh, phone. Why did that phone ring? um, because there's place for it, honestly, too. I mean, righteous anger, and again, it turns out to Christ for me. Like at one point, he became angry a couple times, um, and drove the money lenders out of the temple. Like when people do super terrible, disgusting things, it's actually perfectly normal that we would have righteous anger about that. But was I filled with righteous anger all the time? No. Typically, I'd be angry, so then I'd turn it into righteous anger. Even as a kid, I'd be like, I was mad and I wanted to beat people up, so I'd look for people who would bully other people, and they'd be like, oh, I was just defending them. But really, all I was looking for was an excuse to punch someone in the face a bunch of times. Um, so yeah, still trying to find that balance of like where it's okay, because I think it's actually okay, and it's obviously it's a normal response, and it's fine to be angry, but sin not, and sin not even in your mind. Like, okay, I'm mad at this person, but I'm not even going to wish harm upon them, because you know what? I'm called to love this person. Man, but that's hard. So I'm trying to at least only get angry now at things that maybe are legit to get angry at. You know what I mean? Instead of just like, oh, that offends me or thwarts me personally. And thus far, traffic, his Lord has finally lifted anger and traffic from my life. And holy cow, what a blessing. There's many other areas I need to let go of, though. Anyway, that's my long ramble on anger. Or just silence, the dead silence stare.